everyone, and welcome back, all my art enthusiasts. So, today I have something truly special to share with you. So, join me as we embark on a profound journey through an artwork and explore the burdensome nature of growing and the philosophical implication it holds. So, as we delve into the layers of the meaning behind this artwork and immerse ourselves into a philosophical tapestry, just a heads up, this episode or this conversation that I'm about to have with you is quite philosophical because it is coming from a philosophical mindset of mine, and you'll understand why we're going and talking about this. So let's get into it. I think we all, as like a lot of viewers and listeners of mine, are at that age where we all are growing, and we're growing up in a very intricate dance between joy and struggle, as we navigate through our existence. There is this weight of expectation, the constant pressure to be creative, the watchful eyes of those who are waiting for our triumphs and waiting for us to fail as well. And this feeling is quite overwhelming, honestly, because as you keep on growing, you also realize the more eyes are on you. And it's just not the social media, but it's also the people around you, your workplace, your family, your friends, and whatnot. And this weight of expectation and the constant pressure to be creative, the watchful eyes. And it's during these intense work, stress, and contemplation of the future, I especially look solace in my art. And that's when I create and I flourish the most. And through it, I discovered this profound philosophical side of me and the insights that I can bring through my art. So this artwork actually serves as a metaphor, for the journey of growth. The centerpiece is actually a pair of a colossal feet, symbolizing the weight and the magnitude of human experience. Adorned with the growth of nature, they represent the transformative process we undergo as we try to reach our full potential. And as we embark on this artistic journey, I immersed myself, really deep and went through a deep rabbit hole of introspection and a lot of philosophical pondering through my own mindset. And I quite remember that I was listening to Cigarettes After Sex album entire, like on loop on YouTube playlist, and I think that music just puts you in a place where you kind of think about a lot of things, and for me that band is that one of those songs. Anyways, coming back to this, so the feet actually represents the growth, the human experiences that to represent the transformative process, that we go through to reach our full potential, because growth is heavy. It comes through a lot of changes, even if it is about flourishing, but it also have a lot of weight that we carry on our shoulders. So as we embark on this journey, and as I immersed myself deep into this art, so every stroke, every color choice, every detail was actually very carefully crafted, to convey how nature of a human growth is. And for me, this is how I look at growth. This is how I perceive it for my own personal way. And I think everyone has their own way of perceiving growth, but this is how I perceive it. These are the colors that I look into, and when I think about my growth journey, as you can observe, the vibrant colors, and the patterns that I use are reflecting the complexity of human condition as well. I think reds show the anger, the green show the growth, the yellows show the happiness, and I just wanted to show through this colossal faith that even if it's scary, but there is growth through it. There is nurturing there. There is growing over there. And after countless hours of working on this, I finally completed this artwork, and I realized that there was a symphony of thoughts going through my head while I was creating this. And as you can see, there is that tiny girl that's actually me, and that's a representation of myself in the middle of growing, the middle of growth. And the colossal feat is the burden of the weight of the transformation, that which embodies the challenges and the sacrifices that growing and growth brings. And while contemplating, while thinking, while overthinking actually, while creating this artwork, it actually kind of led me through a philosophical rabbit hole, like I said. And it did illuminate a very beautiful path in my mind. And the truth that growth is not linear path, but it's actually a series, a lot of complex journeys. The burden that we carry, it keeps on maturing, as there are a lot of catalysts that propel us towards the growth and towards the self-realization, self-actualization, and actually finding your true self. And it was during this artwork, while creating this, and while I created this, it was a very overwhelming period of my life, which was overwhelmed with work stress and the contemplation and overthinking about the future. And the burdensome nature of growing up, it does take a toll on you, because you keep on overthinking, like, what next? What's going to happen? Am I taking the right decision? Am I doing the right thing? And that constant fear of the choices that you make every single day just to follow your passion, because I know I am fighting so hard every single day with myself to follow my passion, and it's not at all easy. It's not at all. It breaks me apart a lot of times. There have been breaking points in my life where it just shatters me completely, and it's during those times that I just sit and I look at my work, and it makes me feel like, no, you're doing the right thing and you're on the right path. And it's the essence of this artwork that it highlights the pressures and the expectations that we face, and often feeling like we're constantly under scrutiny. And whose scrutiny? You're under the scrutiny of yourself. Like, especially for me, I'm always doubting myself and overthinking of every choice that I make. And with the analogy of the flowers, it's me trying to show that growing through the dirt represents and resonates deeply, and symbolizing that the hardship that we endure on our path to growth and flourishing. So, as we take a closer look, right, to the thought process with this artwork, the feat that represents the weight of the magnitude of personal growth. And just like that, the girl also in the artwork carries the weight as we navigate the challenges of her life, showing her entangled with growth. Even if you're growing, that doesn't mean that you're going to be constantly happy. You do sometimes feel bounded by it, because you don't realize that even if you're flourishing, like for me sometimes, because yeah, I am growing and I am doing what I love, but that doesn't mean that everything's perfect, right? I do doubt myself, and with growth there comes a lot of responsibilities as well. As you can notice that the feet, it symbolizes the growth of nature. It represents the formative process that we undergo and we face every day, and we rise above it. The vibrant colors and the patterns, I wanted to convey the beauty of struggles. I did not want to show struggles as a negative thing, but that's the beauty of struggles. You navigate your way through it and you flourish through it. And this artwork actually raises a really beautiful question in my mind about growth and the human experience. It also kind of invites you to contemplate, the delicate balance between self-discovery and the weight of responsibilities. And while we're talking about this and the weight of growth, and it also reveals, the profound truth that our struggles shape us. They make us who we are, propelling us and pushing us towards our greatness. And I think it's during these dark times that you have to keep your head up and just keep on going, so you can look back and say, shit, I actually did that. And so this emphasizes that the burdens we bear on our journey are not in vain. They are the very forces that enable us to actually reach our full potential. And as you can see, this artwork is also coming to an end. You can see how it's forming into. So through this artwork and the exploration of the depths of human mind, human suffering, Let us all embrace the growth that we are going through. It's not going to be easy. It's never going to be easy. Nothing easy is going to be ending up in good, and nothing beautiful comes easy. It requires a lot of resilience, a lot of self reflection, and it takes a lot of guts to stand alone with the willingness to embrace the weight that comes with it. And through this artwork, I found my solace, I found my peace, I found and discovered this transformative power of creativity and navigating the burdens of growing up. And during this artwork, I realized and I came up with the title that you'll see later, The Burden of Growth. And I hope this artwork and this journey through my creation resonates with you and provides you a little fresh perspective on the challenges of the growth that you are going through in your own personal journey. Remember, the burdens we carry are not the hindrance, but the stepping stone towards self-realization and personal evolution. I want to thank each one of you for constantly rooting for me and pushing me and wanting to create even more. I love the response that I get from you guys on my Instagram, the beautiful comments. It just makes me really, really happy and makes me want to keep on creating more and more. And this artwork is really special. And a little backstory, I think I don't think I mentioned this, but yeah, the line work that I created for this artwork that you can see was actually made on my way to office. I was in metro because it takes me 1 hour to reach work, so I have this 1 hour every day for myself. And it's during these time that I sit and I just ideate, and I kid you not, that 1 hour to myself early in the morning has become so therapeutic for me, because I just sit and ideate and just create anything. I don't force myself. I just remove my pen and my book and I just start drawing. And it is one of those days where I was just feeling really, really overwhelmed with constant voices around me, inside me, telling me I'm not doing enough and I'm not doing enough, and that constant pressure to keep on growing. So yeah, it was one of those days where I created this. So I want to thank you guys for joining me on this profound journey of mine. And if you found this video insightful, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more thought-provoking content. Until next time, may you embrace the weight of your own journey and find beauty in the transformative process of growth. Farewell, my fellow followers and supporters. It means a lot to me. I hope you guys have a lovely week ahead and take care. Bye.